Duchess, and Nadine, and beautiful Caesar. Now Caesar needs a good home. Caesar came from Egypt 3 years ago as a little pup, or as a young pup. He was only a few months old. And he had already protected my niece, who lived in Cairo at the time, and who took care of him and his siblings, because they were street dogs, and the mom and dad, I think they were poisoned, and she raised the puppies. That's what they do in Cairo and anywhere else in those countries. They poison the dogs out in the street. Anyway, him and 3 of his sisters survived and were brought over to America. I helped pay for that too, a long time ago. So Caesar does not care for men. Certainly not men with dark hair and a slightly brown skin. Because, you know, when you're used as target practice in a war zone in Egypt, then you tend not to be so trusting. So he's a little aloof at first. Caesar, come here. Caesar. Caesar, come here. Very obedient. Sit. Sit. Caesar, sit. Don't be distracted. Sit. Ow, no, sit. 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 Caesar, sit. You know, sit. Sit. You just don't want to do it. But he is beautiful. He reminds me a little bit of my dog, Giba, who was a Saluki. A hound, the longer nose, it's mainly his character that reminds me of the hounds. He's a little slow to trust. You'll have to win his trust and his love, but once you do that, this is the most loyal dog you will ever own, and he's a great guard dog. He needs to be preferably with an all-female household, as he is scared and apprehensive of men and will bite if need be. So now with my husband, he doesn't bite, he doesn't do anything. He just won't even take a cookie from him, and he's been here 4 months now, but he just does not want to engage. He's just, I don't think he'll ever get over that, to be quite honest, over his fear of men and his dislike of men, and who can blame him. Duchess is his best friend, girlfriend, and so is Nadine. But Nadine and Duchess are leaving. Nadine is leaving on the 31st. She's been adopted. Duchess has been adopted. She's leaving this Friday, the 10th, March 10th, 2017. That leaves Caesar all by himself. Now, his love for females also goes into the love for the female companion. Not so fond of the boys. I guess he's just a little bit of a macho. Aren't you, Caesar? You're beautiful. You're so house trained, and you're so well behaved and so gentle, and you're just perfect, but you just don't like men. So somebody needs a guard dog that will protect the house and them, females, and this is your guy. And gosh, loyal, super house trained, never destroyed anything. But yeah, probably better no cats or other animals. Female dogs he loves, obviously. We've had Snooky with him. There's plenty of videos on my channel that show him with others, just not with male dogs and not with males, not with men in general. That's all. Well, that's a lot, but that's all. Caesar! Caesar! One last pretty picture. No? You're too busy sniffing. Caesar! Oh, lovely. Caesar! Caesar! Come here. You're beautiful. Man, I wish I could keep you, but you don't get along with my kitties and my other male dogs, or you'd be upstairs with me and you would stay forever because, man, I love you. I absolutely adore you. And whoever is going to get you has to pass my interview, yeah? Because, boy, you've been through so much. So very, very much. So his story doesn't end in Egypt, obviously, because he was moved to the United States 3 years ago, where he was adopted by a female and her sister in Alabama. But this woman had trouble with him. Could not get him in his cage when she had to go to work. Now, I don't know why she would stick him in a cage, because he really does not need to be in any cage or any crate, because this dog is perfect. So no, he did not want to get in his crate, so he ran from her. So it took her about an hour to put him up. But that's why she gave him up, and he had no yard to run in. They lived in a little condo, so they had a little, I don't know, room basically as a backyard, I would say. And so he came here. They were looking for rescue. They were going to give him up to the shelter because she couldn't handle him. There's nothing to handle with this dog. He's sweet and beautiful and very well behaved. Trust me on this one. I've had plenty of dogs here, and he definitely is a beautiful, good, solid dog. Look at that. So regal. And there he goes. Like I said, neighbor's coming home and off he goes, protecting.